Hello and namaste. I am Kunal. I am here with my Guru Pashupati, and we are here on Chamundi Hill today to conduct our podcast. And we really wanted to do this, especially Wali's lessons from Wali's life and his presence and his skills and his strategies and the way he used his powers to influence the kingdom, his kingdom, the Vanara kingdom, and also the outcome of Ramayana, which is such an integral part of our lives, which we grow up on. These stories are embedded in our psyche, these characters that are playing out there are subconsciously a reflection of also how we behave in our day to day lives. So, Wali's lesson was one of the most memorable for me. And you have been teaching some skills, some lessons, some teachings about how Wali used to, uh, like one of the main things that you taught me was he used to suck out the enemy's powers, and half of his powers would be his. And like how like is this possible in today's life? Is it going to is it going to help us in today's times, especially now when we are becoming weaker and weaker? I mean, I look at this knowledge and I draw inspiration and lessons from you and also from the stories derived by you.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, we all know about Sugriva and we all know about Vali, but just a short summary of what happened. Uh, so, when Sugriv met Ram to help him recapture his Vanara kingdom of Kishkinda, he needed Rama's help to defeat Vali, who was his brother, and both of them were Indra's sons, right? So, uh, but Ram, he's a very he's a man of ideals, he's a man of principles, and how can someone like Ram deceive when Vali and Sugriv were fighting, deceive and shoot an arrow through Vali's heart? And why did they adopt these, dirty tricks? Like if you look at it, it's like you know, a dirty trick, right? Or it's like unprincipled warfare. And especially at that times when respect was so central to their.
Yes, to shoot an enemy in the back
Yes.
is considered wrong
Yes, yes,
from the ancient times.
Yes.
Not anymore, but we are in another world now.
yeah,
Now all is fair in love and war.
yeah. And how that changed the outcome. And also when Vali was no longer there and Sugriv recaptured his kingdom, he was just like enjoying that and relaxed, and uh, he was not very urgent in helping Ram, whereas Vali was like really, he said that if you would have just told me Sugriv was not the right person for you to go and ask for help, because I would have brought Ravan's head and I would have kept it at your feet, and I would have restored the honor to Sita. So why didn't you allow me to do that service to you? So, and I'm like, like, what is happening here? Like, such a great character, and why are we not, you know, paying attention to such characters in our life?
Why?
Yeah.
There is a whole chapter about him in the Ramayana, isn't it? So one whole parva is kind of dedicated to this incident, what happened. Well, the thing is that you see the literature of that time shows us what it is to be human. When a god Vishnu comes and takes life as a human, he gets afflicted by the same things that humans get afflicted with, and he's not able to explain why he did that, and that's okay. And as long as you go ahead and correct yourself for the rest of the time, all of the heroes of the Mahabharata, the Pandavas, ended up in hell. They went to various talas and they were suffering there for many years before they could get released and come to heaven, Swarloka, where the Kauravas were already there. So what is this trying to tell you? Like, this whole idea that uh, there is morality outside yourself is a wrong idea. Whenever somebody has gone against their own morals, they have suffered. But when they have listened to the morals of the community, which they don't agree with, then they have suffered. So morality is a very individual thing. You can't impose a social morality on people, and that's very wrong. That's what these stories are trying to tell us, if you really look at the depth. But Vali's valor and strength was unmatched. Even if you look at the Mahabharata, there are only two warriors who stand out above and all, above everyone. One is Vali, another is Hanuman. So these are the only two ones in the story. Now, have you heard stories of people say that I went out to the mall and I came back feeling very exhausted?
Yeah.
What have they done? They have not done anything. They went up an escalator, they stood in the shop, and then they came back. But just being among so many people, they've lost their energy. What does that actually mean? We do it all the time, right? You talk to someone and you say that guy is an energy draining person. Somebody is an energy vampire, sucks my energy. So people are doing it. The same thing that Vali knew how to do, and the technique of it is the same thing. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What it is that energy flows from a higher potential to a lower potential. Now, when somebody increases their potential, it means they are giving it more and more attention, and whatever you give attention to, its potential increases. If I start paying attention to this gada, after some time, this gada's energy is going to increase. Its potential is going to increase. So, what is potential? In electricity, it's voltage. And in magnetism, it's the difference of power between its gauge, right? So, there are various measures of potential for various kinds of energy. But imagine if we had a unified energy theory already. We don't have it yet. People are still struggling. Physicists are still struggling to unify. But we understand Shakti as one. Energy is energy. It is just one energy. It is Shakti, and she comes in many forms, right? So that is what science has also discovered. They discovered Shakti, they discovered in many forms, and they discovered potential difference. And the thing that raises someone's potential is their attention. And it raises their potential energy in respect to the surroundings. What happens then? Immediately energy gets drained. Unless you have some kind of capacitor built in to store your energy, you can't keep raising your energy. Now, all these analogies are there in science as well. A capacitor stores energy temporarily, and then it can throw it out whenever it's needed. Whenever the potential changes, it changes. So, Vali realized that humility is not giving so much attention to yourself, and the ego is giving too much attention to yourself. That's when you lose energy. So, he decided, I will be like the valley, and I will be the lake in the valley. All the rain that falls on top of the mountain will come down to me. This is something that he said. So when he would face his enemy, he would say, in his mind, he would say, I am the lowest of the low, you are the highest of the high. Everything from you flows to me. That's the mantra. Okay? When you have this mantra, I am the lowest of the low, you are the highest of the high, and all of your energy flows to me, it will flow. It's just a mantra. You know? So then you capture all of the strength and all of the power of that person, and they become weak. You know, and it's not just gas. Okay, hold my hand. Okay, with all your strength, hold it with all your strength. Like, be strong. You're a strong guy. Grip it. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. But when I say I'm the lowest of the low, you're the highest of the high, and all your energy flows to me. Why are you letting me go now? Don't let me go. Be strong. Like, don't let me go. Think. Be a skeptic. Say that this cannot happen. How can this happen? It's not scientific. Say such things in your head. Okay? And then I'm just saying I'm the lowest of the low, you're the highest of the high, and all your energy flows to me. Yeah. I don't have to struggle to get out of that, right? So I could feel your grip weakening. Watch it. Squeeze, okay? When I'm high, I can't pull it out. But if I'm lowest of the lowest of the lowest of the low, and you're the highest of the highest of the highest of the high, then all I have to do is, where did you let me go?
You found the weakest.
That's my martial arts, okay? I know that it opens only here. There's no point pulling over here. But
Yeah, that
Be
losing.
strong, be strong, be strong, okay? I start saying, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm higher than you are lower than me. I can't get out, see? Even your thumb, I can't. All my martial arts is not working now because your hand is like 6 times the size of my hand, right? Okay, so if I want to get out of this, I have to become the lowest. You have to make you the highest. You're the highest of the high, the lowest of the low. All your energy flows to me, obviously, anyway.
I don't believe it. That, I am the highest of the high. That's like, how can I be the highest of the high?
You don't believe it, but I believe it when I say it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my mantra.
Yeah, but it's throwing me off. Like, it's throwing my.
No, I'm not. I don't even have to say it to you, okay?
Yeah.
I don't have to say it to you. I'm saying the mantra in my mind. You don't have to say the mantra. The mantra is said inside. It's something that you totally believe. You believe I'm the lowest of the low. I don't have to give my attention to myself. I give my attention to you, and I feel like you're like a mountain, right? Huh? Hold again. Tight, okay. Don't let go, okay? Huh? Now, if I'm seeing you eye to eye as the same level, but then I'm saying I'm very low. I'm like an ant. You're like a mountain, man. Okay. Now, I'm not even going to say it to you. You know what? An ant can escape from a mountain just like that. Can just come out, you see. Why are you letting me go, man? Come on, hold, bro. Why are you letting me grow? No, how can a mountain hold an ant? Yeah. Okay, so this is it. Now what about strikes, okay? Now I'm gonna give you some strikes. Just sit, face the camera. I'm gonna give you some shots here. Hurts, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Because I keep hitting my knuckles on things and stones and rocks and gada also. So my knuckle is strong. This is a particular kind of shot. Okay, I'm not going to increase any strength in this. Yeah, but when I think that, I'm not saying it now. I'm saying a mantra internally. Okay, I'm saying a mantra internally. I'm the lowest of the low. Lowest of the low.
Oh.
How are you feeling? What's the difference between the first punch and this punch?
It went in.
I didn't use any extra force. It's just the same force.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is me. I have to get high again. If I get high again, then this is what you're feeling. And if I drop myself to the lowest and lift it to the highest, see the difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference? I
The
can see
first one-
I can see your neck moving and your ear moving.
First one was just here. My body was not moving only. The second one threw me
That's
off.
your own power.
Oh.
That's your own power. Now, most of the martial artists, they don't know this, of course. They don't even know who's Vali.
I hope they watch this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's an attitude, guys. Like you need to like don't give yourself that much importance. The less importance you give yourself, the more all the energy flows to you. The more importance you give yourself, I am this, I am that. I also can sit. Now I am the guru of the gurus. I can sit like this because I have had so many experiences. I met immortal teachers. I can puff up my chest and sit. I will lose energy. But when I sit like an ant, it's just energy. It's just full of energy. I can go anywhere, and I won't come back saying that guy was an energy vampire, sucked my energy. You know why they sucked your energy? Because they were lower than you. They started feeling jealous of you. They started feeling, I am so low, this person is so high. And they started feeling jealous. Jealousy is that only. You're putting yourself so low. And then that person is sucking. They're not even happy. You can be happy and put yourself low. You can be happily low, right? Huh? They say Kabir was a weaver, but he was doing miracles, like being in two places at one time, bringing back people from the dead, curing people with incurable diseases. Even kings used to come and learn from him. Why is that? Lowest of the low. Yeah. Why are all our heroes going to the forest and living like beggars? In all the epics, everyone is going to the forest. Shiva himself is, how high is Shiva?
Kailash.
No, that's his location. In his mind. Is he walking around with riches and big jewelry and gold and dressed like a king? Not really. And who is he? Mahadev. Devam ka Dev Mahadev. Yeah, sitting like a beggar with a loincloth.
Yeah.
many suits does he have? 0. Okay.
Mm.
So that's what it is. True wealth comes to you when you stay humble. All the people who are now enjoying power, but when they get the ego of that power, then they lose it. You see. If you ask Modi ji, who are you? He'll say, I am a yogi. I am a fakir. I heard him say in some speech, even if I lose everything, I'll take my jhola and I'll go. I'm a fakir. That's why he's winning now again and again, because he's being humble. So like that, if you compare and see, we always root for the person who's great but humble. So Vali was one of those, and that's the power we should not forget. This is the secret mantra. I'm the lowest of the low, you're the highest of the high, all your energy flows to me. You can say it in English, the Sanskrit, the Kannada, whatever you want, it's going to work. You just say this thought and then you'll feel accordingly. You'll feel suddenly so much energy is flowing to you. Okay, great. Use it in any situation. It can be any negotiation situation when you just go there and you just feel everybody's energy coming to you. After some time, you'll be calling the shots, but you'll still be low. No? Like Lao Tse said, no one cuts the crooked tree. If you're a straight tree, then you'll be cut down and because you'll make beautiful furniture, a straight sofa, etc. But your crooked tree, what you'll make with it? You'll be left alone. So that's what it is. One of the greatest sages was Ashtavakra. He gave enlightenment to King Janaka. He was twisted in 8 places. So lowest of the low.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus also said, the meek shall inherit the earth. Everyone had an idea of this Vali's power. It's there in many places, many places.
How did he get these powers, and like how did he figure it out?
I don't know. We figured it out now, while chatting. He figured it out and practiced it.
In the books, they write it like he was given a boon, or he was given.
Of course, man. First of all, he's Indra's son. Like, who's Indra?
He's the king of gods.
There are 3 sets of Indriya
Yes.
inside the body. Okay. One is Gyanendriya, one is Karmendriya, and the third one nobody knows is Ichendriya. That's the secret one. So Ichendriya is your own conscience. Only your conscience can unlock your power. Nothing else. Nobody telling you you're going to do with wholeheartedness. Until your conscience tells you, then you'll do it with wholeheartedness. You cannot be forced by a sense of duty to do anything. From your heart, if you do, you cannot be stopped if you decide to do it. When you do from your heart, you can't be stopped. This power lies in everyone. That is called Ichha Shakti. And there is an Indriya over here. That's called Hanuman Chakra. Okay? Between your throat and your this solar plexus or whatever you call this. What is this called? Okay, let's call it heart. Okay? Between your throat and your heart, halfway down here, where Hanuman opens his chest and shows he's kept Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana there, right? So that place is where your conscience is. And this is your Ichendriya. So when you concentrate over here, everything starts from here. When you have decided to do something from this part, it's not your heart, it's above your heart. Okay? It is not a heart chakra, it is not a throat chakra, but it is Hanuman chakra, remember. That is Ichendriya. And which are the Gyanendriya and Karmendriya? They are there everywhere. There is Gyanendriya even in your fingertips. There is Karmendriya also in your fingertips. It's there, they are side by side. Wherever there is a Gyanendriya, there is a Karmendriya. The Gyanendriya gives you information about the everything. And the Karmendriya allows you to act on it. So that is Indra. Indra has all these 3 powers. Okay. So if you say that he is Indra's son, it means that he is very much familiar with his own conscience. But I mean, Vali didn't do anything against his conscience. Everything he did was okay. Sugriv only did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like locked him in a cave when he thought, what was the Asura's name? Dundubi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dundubi.
Mayavi. That was his
Mayavi.
son.
Yes, correct.
Dundubi's son.
So he went to fight Mayavi inside the cave, and then he didn't come out for many days. And Sugriv ki phat gayi. He said, like, I need to close this. I need to close this cave so that Mayavi can't come. He took the biggest rocks he can find. He's also strong, right? He moved some big rocks and put it. And then when he came, there were so many rocks. Vali found it difficult to move the rocks. But he had to bear all the stench of the blood of Mayavi there. Then he had to blast it open and came, and he was furious when he came. He beat Sugriv out of the kingdom because Sugriv went back and said, "I'm the king now."
Yeah.
Vali's dead, I'm the king. I saw blood coming out of the cave, so I closed it. He didn't do testing of that blood. And he ran away like a coward, right?
Yeah, he did.
He locked Mayavi and he didn't say, okay, now he killed my brother, what the hell, I'm going to kill him too.
Yeah.
He didn't get into that. When he said he killed my brother, he ran away.
Yes.
So he displayed cowardice. And he knows that Vali gets half the power of the person he fights. He knows that Vali can't lose. Then what happened here? So for that, Vali got really pissed off. He's like, I can't trust this guy.
Yeah.
So I need him out of my place.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. He attached everything that he had to himself. One wrong thing is he attached his wife also. That's the wrong thing he did.
Yeah.
That's the wrong thing Vali did. That's why he did it. That's why he died.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why Rama also could feel that, that anger to kill him.
Yeah.
Because the same thing that happened to Rama's wife had happened to Sugriv's wife.
Yeah.
So then Rama thought, it's okay, now I'm going to kill him. But then he broke the rules of the... He got so emotional that somebody has taken somebody's wife, just like what happened to me. He got so emotional, he broke the rules of the law. Rama was a great warrior. They say that if he shot an arrow, it would go through like, I don't know, 18 sal trees or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Shali trees.
Sal trees, yes.
Yeah. So there were like 18 shali trees. I don't remember how many shali trees, but his arrow would pass through that many trees.
Yeah.
So his arrow was very powerful.
Yeah.
But if he had come in front of Vali, Vali would have taken half his power. So it was certain death if he went in front of Vali.
Yeah.
So he had to hit him from the back, even though it's wrong. Now, if he goes in front of Vali, his story is over.
Yeah.
Because he's sympathetic with Sugriv.
Yes.
He's like, how did that guy take your wife? I also will not tolerate this injustice. So he trusted Sugriv rather than Vali at that point.
Right.
But the plan to kill Ravan was given by Vali when he was dying. He's like, okay, fine, you killed me, but you should have come to me first. I would have helped you to get Ravan. But here's the plan. Here's how you can kill Ravan.
Right.
He gives him the plan and then he dies.
Yes.
Because why? Because Vali also knows, I did the wrong thing. I attached Sugriv's wife. I shouldn't have done that. So his conscience was affected. Okay. So that is what it is. Where is Indra? Which direction is Indra,
North?
East. He is the Dikpalaka of the east.
Okay.
So if you want to access your Ichendriya, you turn to the east and put your hand here and then you ask Indra to help you to know your conscience and to help you to activate your hands and legs, activate your Karmendriya and your sensory organs. Gyanendriya are sensory organs, Karmendriya are organs of action. So activate your senses and your action organs, face the east and you pray. And tell Indra, Indra's in the sky, look in the sky and tell him, please help me. Open this up. It opens up. Those are the importance of the direction. Each of the direction is one God,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in our practices we do 8 directions.
Yes. When we do Hanuman Gada, we are practicing in all the 8 directions. Why?
Yes.
Because people, they don't understand that that Hinduism, and it's wrong to call it Hinduism, Sanatan has taken into account even the negative parts of life. Okay? In the West, there is a God. You know who's in the West?
Jesus? Okay.
Jesus.
One of us. One of the Sanatan gods. Yes.
Yeah. Varuna is in the West.
Okay.
Okay. So Varuna is the god of water, and Agni, the god of fire, is in the southeast. And in the south is Yama. Everyone says Yama is the god of death. He's not the god of death. He's the god of control. And control comes in pairs. That's why it's called Yama. Yama and his sister Yami. They're a pair. always. They're always together, but we don't talk much about her. No, we see Yama on Buffalo, and Yama was kind of like he became famous when he got kicked by Shiva when he came to collect the soul of Markandeya. Okay, so from then Yama is infamous as the god of death, but he's a god of control. Yam means to control something. So if you want to control something, you have to control it in yourself and you have to control it in your environment. Let's say you want to control your alcohol. One, you have to control your mind. You have to say, I don't want to drink. And another is you should not go in an environment where there is alcohol. You want to control violence. One is you have to control violence inside yourself. You should not be aggressive. But you should also not go and tolerate aggression from someone else. You know, that you should not make that environment at all. So that is yummy. The environment is yummy, but yam is the environment. Both yama and yummy are there in the south direction. So if you face south, you have it. Okay. Now forget about the Earth's direction. Our magnetic field, our magnetic north is here in front of us. Wherever we sit, however we sit, the Earth's magnetic field is different. We can align with the Earth's magnetic field also. But if you look at an individual, our heart also has a magnetic field. Our brain also has a magnetic field. Every mitochondria has a magnetic field. Because it has a spinning part in there, which is called ATPase. It's inside every mitochondria. Now, how many mitochondrion, sorry, singular. How many mitochondria are there in a cell? Depending on the person's health, maybe from 500 to 5,000 also. If the person is very healthy, they'll have more mitochondria. They have more magnetism. And so these directions apply to us as well. So our north is here, our east is to our right, our west is to our left, our south is to our back. So these are also a kind of microcosm of the macrocosm of the earth. Okay. These gods are also available at the Earth's magnetic field. They are also available in our magnetic field. So you can think about it both ways. So then where would Yama be? Behind you, to control you. And in the north is Kubera. You can say that he is the treasurer of Lakshmi. Lakshmi gets her wealth from him. Lakshmi is pouring coins now. Who's filling her tanki? Kubera. Who's filling Kubera's tanki? Tank. Swarna Bhairava. The source of all wealth is Swarna Bhairava. Kubera is just like an administrator for Swarna Bhairava. He's also the king of all the yakshas. Now we are in a forest and there are lots of spirits here. They're all yakshas. They have bodies made of sky, like we have body made of earth. They have body made of sky, Akash element. So they're very immaterial. They're kind of ephemeral. They can move around. Okay? And the king of them is called Kubera. So if you please Kubera, then all the spirits around you will be cooperative with you. When you go to buy a land, there are so many spirits over there. People buy land without communicating with the spirits. They take one Vastu expert, and that guy comes with one something coconut and says, "Here, water is here. Here you can buy this land, or see the slope is like this." But he doesn't talk to spirits. Any Vastu expert who doesn't talk to spirits should stop calling himself a Vastu expert. Should call himself a Vastu beginner. Okay, so everything comes down to spirit. So if you want to communicate, directly in front of you is Lord Kubera. And if you see this pot-bellied god and you start communicating with him, then you start to generate not only wealth, you start to generate the wealth of nature inside you. You see, you can be as rich as you want, man. You can have the wealth of Reserve Bank of India, how much ever you want. But you might not have access to the wealth of nature. You might live in some really big house. You know, for example, Ambani lives in the middle of Mumbai, in South Bombay, which is like the most congested, horrible place to live. He doesn't have access to nature. There are no trees inside his house.
Yeah.
So the ones who have nature's wealth are more rich. You should understand that. You cannot pay for it in money. Can you pay for these trees in money? How many of them can you pay for? What will you pay? Can you pay for this mountain in money? Not really. So that wealth is controlled by Kubera. The wealth of nature is controlled by him. The more we destroy it, the more pissed off he's going to be with us. Even though we have money, we will not be able to enjoy if we don't please Kubera. Okay? So he's in the front there. So when we do Hanuman Gada, we pay respect to all the 8 directions. Who's in the northeast? sorry, yeah, what is this? Northwest. Who's in the northwest? Vayu. Vayu is the wind god. Okay. So all of the winds and all of the shapes of the clouds and all of the rains and everything is brought by Vayu, and even our breath is Vayu. Vayu is there inside us also, comes from this side, right into your body. Agni is here on this side. Yeah, this side is Indra. Okay, you getting it? In
Yes.
the south is
South
Yama.
is Yama.
Yama, Agni, Indra, Vayu, Kubera. Who's on this side? Ishana. Northeast.
Yes.
Okay, so in the northeast is Ishana.
Yes.
And Ishana is a god who rides a bull. It's not Shiva. Yama, Ishana, and all of these gods predate even the Vedas. They are older. They've been worshipped for centuries. Like you don't even know how old they are. Okay. So Ishana was now each of these rides a particular animal, right? Like Yama rides a buffalo. Agni rides a ram. And Indra rides an elephant. Airavata. It's not an elephant. It's a special elephant. It has like 4 tusks. And it's a celestial elephant. Okay. And here Vayu. I don't know what is Vayu's vehicle. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't think he needs a vehicle. And in the north, Kubera. Kubera rides a mongoose. And that's why mongoose is very auspicious. If you suddenly see a mongoose crossing your path, it means that Kubera is pleased with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
We have a lot of them here.
Yeah. Kubera is definitely pleased with you because you're always in the forest. Don't worry. And this side, Ishana rides a bull. And Ishana is like a war god, like also one who gives a lot of mental peace. That's why he became associated later with Shiva. But Ishvara is different from Ishana. Okay? And on this side, which is the west, there is Varuna, who rides on what? Crocodile? I don't know. I'm not sure. Or fish. Something in the sea. Okay? And then in this side, the last one which we are coming to, who do you think is left? Southeast, southwest. Sorry, southeast. This is southeast.
Southeast,
So
yeah, southeast.
Southeast. This is Agnya. Who's here? Southwest.
Southwest.
Nirti. And she is. I mean, that's the only goddess Dikpalaka. She's riding a human with a sword at his neck. What does that mean? And she's old, wrinkled, shriveled, and ugly. She's pain. And she's the first god you must worship. She's really like the most important of all these gods is her.
Okay.
You know why? Because it's only through pain that we grow. We don't grow when we concentrate our attention on our. I told you attention is currency, right?
Yes.
So if you put your attention onto something that is negative, the perceived impact of that thing becomes too much. Now 2 things can happen. If you're a coward, you will crumble. You'll get depression, you'll have all sorts of mental diseases, you'll crumble. If you're not a coward, you'll take your gada and you'll become ready for it. I'm going to face this like a hero. So without Niritti, there is no heroism.
Yes.
She's the source of all heroism. She's riding on a man. Okay, so you have to worship pain. This you don't see. I don't know any religion that worships pain.
No.
Everything is like flowers now.
Yeah. Yes.
Flowers come once in a year, man. They're the reproductive parts of a plant. They just come out once in a year and then they go. But pain is all year round. It's there. Even when the flowers are there, there can be pain. So the more you worship pain, the more you will concentrate on it. 2 things can happen. Depends on who you are. If you're a hero, that will give you meaning and purpose in your life. To overcome it becomes the meaning and purpose in your life. If you're a coward, you'll crumble and you'll get recycled and you'll die. So Niriti takes care of that. And who are all the other gods? They're the ones who support you for the heroism required. They give you support. They give you the fortune that you need to be able to battle the pain and to win over it. To get Niriti off your back and take the sword from her. And she blesses you then. You can never cut her head off. You cannot cut the head of pain off. Pain is permanent. You know what's permanent in the world? Pain. Whatever you do, you can't take it out. Only in pockets, heroism arises from it. So the citadels of heroism are built on the ground of pain. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we have to understand. That's why when we do our Hanuman Dand, we go close to the ground, we kiss the ground, and all the 8 directions are very precious for us. There are 2 more directions, the zenith and the nadir. Right? Nadir.
Nadir?
Nadir is down.
Oh, yes.
Zenith is up.
Yes.
That is Brahma, our creator, the father of everybody. And right down in the bottom is Vishnu, the preserver of everybody, the life force. The earth is the life force for us, gives us everything. So right down. Because these are the 10 directions, the 10 Digpalakas. And that's why we learn to move the Gada in every direction. After some time you become aware, like Vali was always aware in which god is there in that direction. And he would use the power of that god to make that swing. In whichever direction. As your awareness increases, you can know who's to your left, who's to your back. Yeah? Depends on direction.
Wow. That was like never before heard. I mean,
nobody knows, man.
Nobody knows this.
If I get onto the right direction of you, I can, if I get onto this direction of you, like your left corner, I can cause you a lot of pain. From your back, I can stop you. From your front, I can draw you forward. I can increase your greed. From this side, I can control your senses. From that side, magnetically, just with intention.
So
I don't have to touch you also.
Aware of directions all the times. Like now we need to open our maps and see the direction and check the compass, and probably we can use the sun to check.
I mean, like we can easily align with the Earth's magnetic field. You know, you have that thing. You don't have to make your phone like this in an 8 and then look at it. You can know which is north by just rotating yourself out 2-3 times and you stand facing north if you want. Because north is the most attractive direction because Kubera is there with all the wealth. So we get attracted, we get aligned to that direction. It's natural. Dogs do it, man.
Yes.
Before lying down, they go sniff something, they go round, 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 round. They align themselves magnetically and they lie down. Go take your phone on top and see the dog will be aligned, north-south, or east-west, whatever. It will be aligned with the direction. It won't be in some random direction unless it's there's a different magnetic field in that area. So sometimes there are electrical lines going under the ground, and then the dog aligns itself differently. But humans go to a hotel, they don't know in which direction to put the head. Whichever direction they put the pillow, they sleep. I don't sleep like that. I go there, stand on top of the bed like a dog, I turn 3 times and then lie down. And then when I lie down, I check my phone, I am automatically aligned. My face is looking, I mean, my legs are to the north and my head is to the south, so that I can look to the north.
So we need to apply that in our lives and be aware of the directions and these energies.
You see where you store some information, right? Like where you stored it. Painful people will be here, onto your left back. Think about it. And you're not paying them attention. Think about the painful people in your life. Where are they?
Yeah, this is a...
Isn't it?
Yeah. This is also a gesture. Like, this is a gesture, like, you know, I don't like this, but this is here. It's like, kuch to hai idhar.
Yeah, everything you like will be here right in front of you.
Yeah.
In the north. Or northeast. And then all your future plans will be here in the north and northeast. All the things they look forward to. When the person becomes empty here, then they don't have anything to look forward to.
Okay.
But you should pay attention to this one. This is the one which is the powerhouse. If you put all your attention here, then you will exaggerate the damage that it can do and you'll get motivated and you'll run. Okay. Oh, how do people stop smoking? You think they see the ad where Mukesh is coughing and then they stop smoking? Not really.
So-
they have to exaggerate that. They have to fast forward that cancer, and they have to really feel that even one little cough that they have is cancer.
Yeah.
When they feel that, then they'll stop.
Mm.
Internally, they have to feel that. And right in the center is your conscience. Now, this is the magnetic center.
Yeah.
It's a magnetic center.
Mm.
So if you keep this clear and open,
Mm.
and a nice orange glow will come here.
Mm.
Yeah, like the rising sun. We call it Aruna.
Mm.
You get this Aruna glow over here. When that comes,
Mm.
that's what you got to use for everything.
Mm.
When you speak, you bring that to your tongue.
Mm.
When you look, you bring that to your eyes. When you hear, you bring that to your ears. And whatever you do, you bring it to that organ, whatever you're doing. You want to digest, you take it to your stomach. You keep bringing it here, then you're living a true life. So every direction is important. We have to be aware as warriors what comes from what direction. And it's a thought, it's training. You have to train. Okay, these are very deep things. You will not learn it in any martial art class. They don't know this stuff.
Yes.
You'll only learn it from yogis. What else?
Yeah. So along with his, along with Vali's secret to power, along with his awareness of all the directions and the different powerful deities and energies that we can derive our meaning from. He used all of this to become who he was. One of the main things that is needed in this case is faith. Like faith is unquestionable. For him it was like maybe second nature. But now in today's times, when like we are getting weaker and weaker, faith is something which is very hard to find, especially in testing times. So what can we learn from Vali, and what can we derive from one of his main traits, which was also his deep relentless faith in what was happening in his life. And even though he was deceived and killed by Ram, he had faith that it was for the greater good, and like it is how it is meant to be. He didn't have any regret or none of that stuff. Yeah.
No. But what is your question? How can we have faith?
Yes, especially in today's times where we are surrounded with energy disruptors everywhere.
Nothing special about today's times. It's always going to be strife, war, pain. I told you, Niriti is permanent. She is the only reality. Okay.
Yes.
So it's always going to be a tough time. You ask anyone.
Yes.
Ask your father, why your times tough? He'll be like, yeah. Ask a child, why your times tough? Yes, very tough times.
Yes.
No. So tough times are always going to be there. But the faith that we have to have is that we can overcome whatever it is, you know. I mean, what's the other alternative? Alternative is not have faith. Doesn't that suck so bad?
Yeah.
Like if you don't have faith, you can't even do anything. So when you realize that that's what it is, like faith is a free Lamborghini that you can have. You don't have to pay anything for it. It's a luxury that you can have for free. Why do you not want it? Shall I upgrade you for free to faith? Yes, please upgrade yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you have to upgrade yourself. It's not hard to have faith, because what's the alternative? It's lack of clear thinking and not having a frame that of who you are that doesn't allow you to have faith, right? You have to be very clear who you are. What are you doing here? Are you a victim? Are you a hero? Or are you a villain? You be one of these things, but be it clearly, then you'll be fine. If you're a victim, it's very good for you not to have faith. If you're a villain or a hero, you have to have faith. Are you here to harm people all and out? You're sure I'm going to harm people. This is my agenda. So that's what it is. You see that countries are just fighting each other, right?
Yeah.
Like Palestine started to bomb Israel and Russia invaded Ukraine. Do you think any of them thinks that they're a villain? Do you think
No.
Hamas thinks I'm a villain to tear them down? They think Israelis are the villain. Israelis think Hamas is the villain. India thinks Pakistan is the villain. Pakistan
Yeah.
thinks India is the villain. You read Pakistan's history book, we are the villain.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So everybody is identifying as a hero. When they identify as a hero, then the opposite person is the villain. But there is one creature called victim. Devas and Asuras are fighting, and the victims are the poor people inside.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda and the tiger is fighting, and the victim are those poor ducks and pigs.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So there's a role for victim also in every story, but it's not such a great role. You're just replaceable. The victim is the IT employee with an employee number who can get replaced anytime.
Oh, yes.
So that's the victims. But the heroes are probably the one who founded the company, like Narayan Murthy, Bill Gates, all of them. They think they are heroes. But then when you want to take over the world and the power goes to your health, then the hero turns into a villain. And everything you created has spoiled the health of humanity. No?
Yeah.
Like all the technologies created by Bill Gates and Steve Jobs have really spoiled our life.
Yeah.
But they've helped also in so many ways, right?
Yeah.
So nobody is 100% bad, right? Like you wouldn't be watching this video if not for those technologies.
Yes.
So it's not good to paint yourself against another human being and make him a villain. I'm talking about a heroism to face your own pain. Don't make someone else the villain. So to know clearly who you are. I'm a hero who stands up to my own pain, faces it, overcomes it, wins it, and creates pleasure for myself. Until the next pain comes, then also I become a hero. I stand up, I face it, I win it. I'm not. Without this war, I am nobody. Who am I without the war between my pain and my pleasure? I'm going to try and make my life as pleasurable as possible, as organized as possible, as less chaotic as possible. And in order to do that, I need a fair amount of heroism. But that doesn't mean I have to make another human being a villain and go and kill them. You see, that's not why I want to train people. I don't want to train people to go and like fight an enemy. That's not what we're training. Training them to fight their own pain, their own eternal pain which comes. We learn how to use that, convert that into fun. That's what the practice is all about. And that's what Hanuman was all about.
Yes.
The faith that whatever pain comes in my life, I can handle it. After some time, he ran out of pain, and then he's like, "Hey, Ram, you look like you have a lot of pain. I'll help you." Ram had never-ending pains till the end of his life. Hanuman was always helping him. And after that, Ram died. Then Hanuman is helping us. You have the pain. Huh?
Yes.
But you have to ask for his help. It seems that Hanuman can convert Bhut Pisach into good energy.
Yeah.
They don't come. When they hear his name, they run away.
Yeah. That's right.
He destroys them. He just breathes them in and breathes out nice energy.
Yeah.
Why are we not like that? Destroy all this Bhut Pisach in your own head.
Yeah.
Good.
We also do it in our practice also, like we destroy them.
Correct.
Yes.
It's a very secret practice, man. Hanuman Gada.
Yeah.
It's not a cheap practice.
Yeah.
You have to really work hard for this.
Yes.
The price is the dedication. Price of Gada is just 6,000 rupees, but dedication that you have to put in, that's very costly. It's not for everyone. You have to really work hard. There's a lot of philosophy in it, right? It's not just like swinging a Gada. I get pain when I see people doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I get pain.
Yeah.
I feel sorry that this is the ignorance. You're only building your shoulder. What about the rest of your body? Every part of your body can be worked out by a Gada. There's no disease that can't be cured by swinging a Gada properly. And there's no mental affliction that can't be cured by swinging a Gada properly. With the right principles, like I'm telling you, understanding the directions, knowing the legend, understanding the culture, knowing where it comes from. There's a lot of depth in Gada training,
Mm.
which a lot of teachers leave out. Because you can't blame them. The British and the other invaders have collectively and continuously and deceptively destroyed all the good gurus by getting their own students to poison them, by either by threatening the families of the student or by making the student, giving the student some greed. Most of the gurus got betrayed by their own students, and many of the gurus committed suicide, saying, I'll just come back later when the world is better. And they left. Many of them took samadhi and just left their body. They're like, yeah, this time of ignorance will be back when knowledge is valued. And Babaji sent me back here to be a guru. I was terrified. I'm like, yeah, I know what happened to all the gurus. They all got killed. So that's why we have to protect ourselves as gurus. It's hard to kill me, man.
Yeah.
You can shoot me from far, but otherwise it's hard to kill me. So anyway, I don't want to be here to teach people to be violent to each other. I am against violence. You learn how to be a hero. You learn how to endure pain. You learn how to grow with pain, become stronger with pain. That's what it is. You have to understand. Everyone prays to other God. I pray to this God first. I say, you get off my back first. Today. Because I will face you. Like a hero, or I'll die in the process. I will die. But I will not give up without fighting. I will die fighting, but I will not give up. That's the attitude when you want to face your own pain. You know? People don't face their pain. They don't give the attention there. They look at their bank account, they'll get pain. They're not doing anything about it. And they look at their relationship and how was the last 5 days with my spouse. They'll get pain. They don't face it. They'll distract themselves with something else. And then what else? How else can you get pain? Your health. Look at your blood report, you'll get pain. Oh, everything is in red. Everything is in bold, no?
Yeah.
It's out of range. Everything is out of range. Nothing is in range. But what to do with that pain? They say it's a printing mistake. And then they still have pain, except, I'm not getting erections anymore. But they're not having any pain because of that. No pain. I can distract myself. Just some smoking and it's okay. I can manage. That's not what we came here to do. Get up, face the pain, this goddess will bless you. She is looking for that human being whom she can't sit on his back. You have to be a warrior for that. There are a lot of people who believe that this is all just stories and that doesn't really exist. Even you don't exist. You are also a story. Every world is only Maya. Sanatan says everything is Maya, everything is a story. And then you are saying that it's a story. Like we already told you in the beginning. शुरू में बताया भाई.
Yeah.
Maya है.
Yes.
तो फिर this is the superstition. There is nothing real. So understand our stories because it makes sense.
Yes.
It gives purpose.
Yes.
It gives pleasure, which is also false. But so what? Only truth is Shiva, nothing else. But tell me, like, do you really want to understand the truth? Then you have to first please Shakti. Shakti is Maya. Shiva is Nija. Nija and Maya. Okay. Nija means truth and also means self. So you will find yourself as Shivoham. You'll understand you are Shiva yourself. And Maya is dancing around you. And you are formless. Every form that you see that you're mistaken to be yourself is not you. Yeah, formless person can win, no?
Yeah.
How can they lose? That's what Krishna was trying to explain to that Arjuna, but he didn't get it. And he called him a lot of nice things.
Yeah.
He didn't scold him once also.
Yeah.
If I had Arjuna as a student, I'd have hit him with some gada,
Yeah.
But that's why Krishna is a really patient teacher. Every time I read Bhagavad Gita, and I think I should be kinder to my students. I have to use words like this. He uses great words for a student, for Arjuna. I'm going to make a list and I'm going to call my students that now, from now on.
So one final question.
Hmm.
Yes. So at the end, when everything had played out, before his death, he surrendered his whole army, his kingdom. He also gave him the blueprint of how to defeat Ravana and who to use, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses. He knew everything. Like this was like, how does this define his character before, like that was one of the most defining moments of his character. So
Yeah.
what is one of the main lessons that we can derive, especially at the end, from his
Nothing is
character?
personal, man. Because there's no person. That's what you have to do. You have to understand this. Nothing is personal because there's really no person. Do you think Vali is that person with the body of a Vanara? Vali is the immortal Jiva, just like you and me. Just like Rama himself. Everyone is a Jiva. Vishnu came forward as a Jiva.
Yeah.
So even Shiva has taken birth as a Jiva, as Hanuman. Hanuman was Shiva's Jiva inside. And even Parvati came as a Jiva. Even Lakshmi came, Goddess Lakshmi came as Sita. And Sheshnag came as
Lakshmana.
Lakshman.
Yes.
So it's how do you know that you are not an avatar of somebody? You don't know till you explore your power. And if you raise the power within you, the Shakti within you, which is called Kundalini, she turns to Sukshma Shakti, then she turns to Parashakti, then Apara Shakti, and then finally she becomes Nija Shakti. That's the journey of Kundalini. What does the Jiva have to do? You just have to be there. And these journeys happen inside you. All sorts of things happen. Your life is just a story. There's nothing personal about it. So there is no use to hold grudges. The one who holds grudges is a fool. Buddha said, if you hold on to anger, you are the one who gets burnt. Anger is like a burning coal, he said. If you hold on to it, you will get burnt. No? So don't hold on to these grudges and feelings and be ready to start again. Like Vali is like, chalo, fir se shuru karte hain. He was born as a hunter again.
Yeah.
And he had to kill Krishna by mistake.
Yeah.
Because Rama killed him by mistake. And Rama also felt, I did something wrong, I should pay for it.
Yeah.
As Krishna, he gladly paid for it. He died. He was like, yeah, okay, thanks. My run is over. I'll see you guys next time as Kalki. All right, bye-bye. Gone. And God himself is dying with so much ease. Why are human beings struggling so much? Like God with such a glorious life and so many achievements is just leaving and going. So Vali also left and went. We also should leave and go. People are scared to live their miserable life also. Don't be scared to live your life. It's just nothing's personal. It's just a story. When you understand this, you can be free. You don't have to sit and take revenge. Revenge is for idiots. Revenge and justice are for idiots. Why need these things? Be free. If you can be free of the need for revenge and justice, you can be happy. You only have your pain to deal with. You don't have any other enemies on top of that. So people have their pain also now. Nritti is on their back. And then they have enemy also on top of that to deal with. Why you want to add additional load into your brain? Just use your brain to remove your pain. That's what brain is for. Brain is to remove pain. They both rhyme. Don't use your brain to screw someone else. That's not what it's supposed to be used for. It's useless for that actually. Because by screwing someone else, your pain continues. Does your pain reduce? Shashank dropped a stone on my leg, let's say, okay? He dropped a stone on my leg. Should I punish Shashank or should I remove the stone to feel better? But people don't remove the stone. They punish Shashank because he dropped a stone on my leg. Why? Don't you know what the source of your pain is? The stone, not the one who dropped the stone.
Yeah,
The
it's
one who
easy.
dropped the stone, you have to protect yourself. You don't have to kill him. You have to make sure he doesn't come into your house again with a stone. Even if he comes, he has to come with light objects. So that he don't drop it on your leg again. That's it. Why can't we be like this? Then you have energy then. Otherwise, all your energy is gone, and the sense of injustice has been done to me. I have to do something about it. I have to protect myself against injustice. And you become a wired up person with broken circadian cycles because you're producing cortisol at wrong intervals. Your circadian rhythm goes, takes a nosedive. Three things control your circadian rhythm. One is your exposure to sunlight and artificial light. So light controls your circadian rhythm. Okay. Other is food. The other is food. And if you don't eat as soon as you wake up, then your cortisol levels won't be right. And if you keep eating, snacking all night, your cortisol level is going to go. Okay. The third one is your thoughts. If you're having thoughts of revenge and injustice, then your cortisol goes out of the roof. You have enough cortisol to deal with your pain. But if you produce more than that to deal with your injustice and your stories of revenge, then you will imbalance yourself and you will only die. No? Anger is the coal that burns the one who holds it. So why you want to hold hot coals in your hand? I don't want to teach such people also. If you have revenge and that's why you're coming to learn martial arts, get out. I don't need to teach you. If you want to deal with your pain, then you come here, I'll teach you. No?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe in that.
That's it. I don't have any more questions. Just a leaving note. How can someone watching this episode, what do they need to do before learning Hanuman Gada, and how can they get started?
Well, you can get started. You see, I don't expect you to have health to start Hanuman Gada. First, you get a Gada from us, and then I will teach you, like either me or Kunal will teach you how you can do sadhanas with this Gada. There are many sadhanas. There are a lot of sadhanas hidden in the Hanuman Chalisa. Okay, those are good ones for the beginner to start. And then there are the direction sadhanas, the 8 ones. If you do this sadhana itself, you'll feel so much better. Physically, you'll feel better. You'll have the energy to go and to deal with something, and you will also learn the movements of martial arts, because position is everything in martial arts, right? Look, again, hold my hand again. Okay. Now the position is everything. If I lift my elbow, he's become weak again. If I drop my hand here, the position is everything. Best way to not get hit is not be there when the punch comes. Best way to not get shot is don't be in the way of the bullet. So your positioning is what the Hanuman's power is, that to move his position whenever. So by practicing the Gada, you learn how to position yourself. So you'll even get some martial art applications. People who learned any kind of martial art will not be able to get to you because you're not there. It's hard to punch a monkey. It will move around your hand. Right? So you get that monkey-like vigor if you practice this. But you don't have to be healthy to start with. I'm calling out to everybody who says, I'm going to deal with my pain like a hero. Then you come and join. Do the first beginner's lessons, absolute beginner's lessons you do. Practice that. Show me some results. Then I'll teach you something more advanced. That's how it is. We have structured programs. You have to go through them.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's the first step. So get in touch if you want more details. We are currently working on the website, etc. But if you want to just chat, you can book a call with Kunal and just chat. Just message him. Understand where Hanuman Gada is going to take you. This is the tool that you need in your house more than a Hanuman statue. Because Hanuman is everywhere. But this is his power in your hand. You have to learn to lift. This is Lord Shiva's power. Okay? Came as Hanuman and then created the Hanuman Gada, a perfectly round head. Yeah. Gadas used to have various types of heads. There is the Ankusha also, which Ganesha had. But Hanuman Gada started having this round one. And then, it's different. Vishnu's Gada is different, Lakshmi's Gada is different. Durga's Gada is different, but Hanuman Gada is different.
Mm-hmm.
Hanuman is that energy which tells you that life is a game. It's a playful energy. Okay? You have to understand that. And it's the energy of no attachment. You don't have problems when you have this, when you have Hanuman with you. So think about it. This is a lost practice. And who hasn't grown up, more than Bruce Lee? The person I worshipped was Hanuman, right? Everyone learned martial arts for Bruce Lee, and that's why they haven't gone far. They only just damaged their body, nothing else. But the ones who worshipped Hanuman, you will become like Hanuman yourself. You'll be that kind of powerful person who's here only to serve others, doesn't want anything for himself, doesn't have any pain. He's sitting side by side with Niritti and saying, "Oh, you're causing him pain. Okay, stop causing him pain." And she'll say, "Okay, because you said okay." That is Hanuman's power. Hanuman is friends with Niritti. She doesn't ride on his back. And the same will happen to you if you practice Hanuman Gada, okay? So don't worry, this is not, I'm not even discriminating among people. I don't care what's your caste, religion, I just don't care. If you want to learn the knowledge of Hanuman, it is for you. You can learn, okay? So learn. Get good at it. I don't care what's your nationality. You're not going to hide this knowledge just because it comes from Bharat. It's for everyone. Who wants to learn, learn.
So if you want to get started, I'm going to share a link below this video. Make sure you go there, you book your call with me. I am doing an interview before I select people. So that is very important. You
Yeah,
need
no
to,
victims, no villains, only heroes.
yeah. There is a certain discipline that needs to be followed for this practice, which is a dinacharya, which means you need to spend enough time in the sun during the day. You need to wake up on sunrise. You need to follow that discipline. You need to sleep early at night. You need to make sure that you're not getting interfered in your practice. Like this is the most sacred thing that people can do, especially now, and it will give us even more power than I mean, I've been doing a lot of things, like, I did yogasanas before I started learning from you. You first taught me Surya Namaskar. And
you know who made Surya Namaskar, right?
Yeah,
Hanuman,
yes.
Jai Hanuman.
But this is like the next level, like on a lot of levels. It's too powerful, and it needs discipline. And if you are not ready to put that discipline, and if you're not ready to face your pain, then this will not be advisable. But it also has to be like,
it is not a painkiller, it's a pain facer. Okay, that's the difference.
Yes. So click on the link, and I will talk to you in the call. All the best. I'll see you.
Jai Hanuman.